You've seen the flashy thumbnails, people standing next to luxury cars, screenshots of PayPal balances, titles like, "I made $10,000 in 1 week online." And you've probably wondered, is any of this real? Well, some of it is, but most of it? Hype, fluff, clickbait. In this video, we're cutting through the nonsense. No magic formulas. No crypto hype. No, just start a YouTube channel and go viral. Just real, proven methods that people are actually using today to make money online. Whether you're looking to make a few $100s on the side, or you want to build something bigger, this guide breaks it all down. Let's get started. Before we dive into strategies, let's start with the most important and most overlooked part of making money online: your mindset. Now, I know that might sound like some vague motivational fluff, but stick with me. Because if you get this part wrong, no tactic, no tool, and no platform will help you succeed. Let me explain. Most people who fail at making money online do so for one simple reason. They treat it like a lottery, not like a business. They're looking for shortcuts. They click on ads that promise $500 a day for copy-paste jobs. They try a new side hustle every week, hoping this one will finally work. But here's the truth. There is no easy button. There is no secret trick. And anyone telling you otherwise is either selling a course or selling you a dream. Making money online isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a real opportunity, yes, but it takes real work. And the first mindset shift is this: treat online income like a skill, not a shortcut. Think of it like learning a trade. Just like becoming a plumber, or a chef, or a mechanic, there's a learning curve. You won't master it in a weekend, but you can master it over time. You have to be willing to learn something new, make mistakes, keep going when you don't see instant results, and stay focused on the long game. If you treat your online journey like building a real business, not chasing a quick buck, you'll already be ahead of 90% of people. Let me ask you a question. Would you expect to open a restaurant tomorrow and turn a profit in a week? Of course not. So why do people expect to launch a website, post a few TikToks, or sign up for a freelance platform and instantly start making thousands? It doesn't work like that. Here's the good news though. Unlike opening a restaurant or starting a physical business, making money online has low risk and low overhead. You don't need a loan. You don't need a team. You don't inventory. Inventory. All you really need is a laptop, an internet connection, and the willingness to stick with it. That's what makes it powerful. And here's the second mindset shift. It's not about you. It's about value. Most people approach online income with the question, how can I make money? But the better question is, how can I solve a problem for someone else using the internet? Money online, just like offline, is a byproduct of value. Solve a problem. Meet a need. Entertain. Educate. Help. Do that, and the money will come. So before we jump into methods and platforms, remember this: the internet is just a tool. It's not magic. It's a giant marketplace filled with people who want things, products, services, entertainment, support, guidance. And your job is to figure out how to offer something they want at scale. That's the game. Get your mindset right, and the rest becomes a whole lot easier. Now that we've talked about mindset, let's move into what you're really here for: how people are actually making money online. Not theories, not get-rich schemes. Real methods that work right now, in today's economy, used by people from all kinds of backgrounds, in all kinds of countries. If you start looking closely, You'll notice that almost every legit online income stream falls into one of a few core categories. These aren't gimmicks, they're foundations. They're the broad approaches people are using to generate consistent income through the internet, and understanding them is the key to figuring out which one fits your strengths, your time, and your goals. The first path is offering a service. This is probably the most straightforward and beginner-friendly method. It simply means taking a skill you have, or a skill you're willing to learn, and offering it to someone else in exchange for money. That could be anything from writing, design, or video editing, to more technical things like programming, digital marketing, or even administrative work like virtual assistants. The reason this method is so effective is because it cuts straight to the value exchange. There's a person or business out there with a problem, and if you can help them solve it, they'll pay you. You don't need a big audience or fancy tools to get started, just the ability to do something useful and the courage to put yourself out there. The second method is selling products. This could be physical items, digital downloads, handmade crafts, or even reselling things online. Some people use platforms like Etsy to sell handmade goods. Others sell t-shirts and merchandise through print-on-demand sites. And many people are making a serious income by creating digital products like ebooks, online courses, design templates, or even tools and resources for specific communities or professionals. Selling products online can start slow, but it has the advantage of scale. Once you've built something once, you can sell it over and over again without additional effort, especially with digital goods. The third path is content creation. This is where platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and blogging come in. You create content, build an audience, and then monetize that attention in different ways. It might be through ad revenue, sponsorships, merchandise, paid memberships, or product sales. While this method takes time to build up, it can eventually become one of the most scalable and passive income streams if you're consistent and strategic. The key here is understanding your niche, delivering value in the form of entertainment or education, and creating content people genuinely want to engage with. Another major category is affiliate marketing. This means recommending other people's products and earning a commission when someone makes a purchase through your referral link. It sounds simple, and in some ways it is, but it works best when you build trust with your audience. Whether you're writing a blog post about the best tools for freelancers or filming a video reviewing your favorite camera gear, if people trust your opinion, they're more likely to click and buy, and that's where the money comes in. Some people build entire businesses around affiliate marketing, focusing on a niche and creating targeted content to drive traffic to those links. And finally, there's what people often call passive income, though that term can be a little misleading. Passive income doesn't mean no work, it just means you do the work up front, and then continue to earn from it over time. This includes things like writing a book and publishing it through Amazon, creating an online course, setting up a blog that earns from ads, uploading designs to print-on-demand platforms, or even licensing music, photos, or art. These kinds of income streams often take the longest to build, but once they're running, they can continue to bring in money with very little effort. That doesn't mean they're effortless, just that the effort is front-loaded. Each of these paths has its own learning curve. Some are more active, some more scalable. Some require creative energy, others require marketing savvy. Some are great for quick wins, others are long-term plays. But what they all have in common is this: they rely on creating something of value, putting it out into the world, and connecting with the right people. One of the quickest and most direct ways to start making money online is by selling a skill or a service. This is especially powerful because it requires very little upfront investment, and you don't need to worry about creating a product or managing inventory. All you really need is a skill, something you already know how to do or something you're willing to learn, and a platform to offer that skill to others. The great thing about selling a service is that there's a huge demand for freelancers and contractors in almost every field you can think of. Whether it's writing, graphic design, web development, social media management, video editing, or even consulting, businesses and individuals are constantly looking for people who can help them solve problems or add value in some way. In fact, there are countless companies around the world who would rather hire a freelancer for a specific project than take on a full-time employee. Now, if you're just starting out, you might be wondering, but I don't have any experience or a portfolio yet. How do I even begin? The good news is that the internet is full of platforms that make it easy to find clients, even if you're a beginner. Websites like Fiverr, Upwork, Freelancer, and Toptal are all marketplaces where you can create a profile showcasing your skills and start applying for jobs. These platforms allow you to get your foot in the door and start building a reputation, even if you have little or no experience. Sure, you might have to start small, taking on lower-paying gigs at first, but this is a stepping stone. Once you get a few jobs under your belt, you can start raising your rates and attracting higher-quality clients. But here's the key: don't just treat this like a side hustle. Think of selling your skill as a long-term business. When you provide a service, you're essentially building a personal brand. The quality of your work, your reliability, and your ability to communicate with clients will directly impact your success. The more professional you appear, and the better your client relationships are, the more likely you are to get repeat business or referrals. It's all about creating a reputation for yourself, and that can be done with consistency. Let's take writing as an example. If you're someone who enjoys writing, there are countless opportunities to sell your writing services online. You might start with small projects, blog posts, product descriptions, or social media copy. But as you gain experience, you can begin charging more for longer-form work like ebooks, white papers, or copywriting for websites. The key is to niche down. If you try to be everything to everyone, you'll spread yourself thin and never truly master a specific area. Instead, focus on something you're passionate about or have knowledge in. If you're great at health and wellness topics, you might specialize in writing for fitness blogs or creating product descriptions for health supplements. Not only will this allow you to build a portfolio faster, but it will also attract clients who are looking for expertise in that specific field. When you're just starting out, one of the best ways to build your portfolio is to work for free or at a discounted rate for a limited time. Don't think of it as giving away your time. Think of it as an investment in your future. Working with real clients, even if you're not making much money at first, allows you to practice your craft, build credibility, and gather testimonials that you can use to attract more clients in the future. Plus, it gives you a chance to see how the business side of freelancing works, how to manage deadlines, communicate with clients, handle feedback, and deal with payments. As you start to build your portfolio, you can also consider diversifying your offerings. For example, a graphic designer who primarily does logo design might expand into website design or branding packages. A social media manager might start offering paid ad services or email marketing campaigns. By diversifying, you create multiple income streams from one skill set, and you'll become more appealing to clients who may need help with a variety of tasks. If you're worried about the competition, don't be. Sure, there are thousands of people offering services on platforms like Upwork or Fiverr, but there's always room for someone who stands out. The key to differentiating yourself is to create a personal brand that speaks to your ideal client. When you're writing your profile or portfolio, make sure it's clear what you do, who you help, and why you're different. Have a strong, visually appealing portfolio that showcases your best work. Include a clear description of your services and make sure your communication is professional and friendly. In a sea of freelancers, your personality and the way you interact with potential clients can be the deciding factor between getting hired or being overlooked. One of the most valuable assets in the world of online freelancing is client relationships. A happy client isn't just someone who pays you. They're someone who trusts you to do great work and who will likely come back for future projects or refer you to others. So always go the extra mile. Deliver early. Communicate regularly. Be open to feedback. A good reputation is priceless. If you keep doing great work, those clients will find you again, and the referrals will start rolling in. Remote jobs and microtasks are some of the most underappreciated yet effective ways to make money online, especially if you're looking for something reliable, flexible, and that doesn't require you to be an entrepreneur or content creator. These are perfect if you're not quite ready to build a personal brand, sell a product, or market a service. You're essentially exchanging time for money, but from the comfort of your own home. Let's start with remote jobs. The world has changed since 2020. More companies than ever before are open to hiring people from anywhere, as long as they have a laptop, a stable internet connection, and the skills to do the job. This includes customer service reps, virtual assistants, data entry clerks, online tutors, project managers, sales reps, even software engineers and marketers. You no longer need to live in a big city to get a big opportunity. Websites like We Work Remotely, Remote OK, FlexJobs, and Remotive have become the go-to marketplaces where legitimate companies post real positions that often pay in USD, Euros, or British pounds. You can filter listings by skill level. Some require experience, others don't. Entry-level positions like chat support, email management, or basic admin tasks are out there and often overlooked. Then there's the microtask world, an online side hustle category built for anyone looking to earn some quick money without a long-term commitment. These tasks typically don't require specialized skills. You're paid to complete small online jobs that can take anywhere from 30 seconds to 20 minutes each. Think identifying images, categorizing data, testing websites, writing short product descriptions, watching and reviewing ads, or tagging content for AI training. It's simple work, but it adds up over time if you're consistent. Sites like Amazon Mechanical Turk, Clickworker, Microworkers, and Appen offer these opportunities. While the pay per task is low, the beauty lies in the fact that you can do these on your schedule, in short bursts of time, and gradually build up earnings throughout the day or week. There are also transcription platforms that pay you to listen and type. Rev, GoTranscript, and Transcribing are a few well-known options. They'll give you audio files, podcasts, interviews, meeting recordings, and your job is to turn them into clean, readable text. The better your typing speed and accuracy, the more you can earn. Similarly, online tutoring platforms like Cambly and Preply pay you to help others learn English or other subjects. You don't need a teaching degree to get started, just fluency, patience, and a willingness to guide someone through a conversation. The cool part? You get paid to speak your native language while helping someone else grow. Some of these platforms pay per task or per hour. Others use weekly payout systems through PayPal, Wise, or direct bank deposit. While none of these tasks will make you rich overnight, they're incredibly helpful if you need immediate income or want to build an emergency fund without picking up a second job outside the house. Give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new today. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell so you never miss new uploads. Thanks for watching and supporting my channel.